What's going on, fellow YouTubers? So back again with another video. This is my wife's car. She's having overheating issues, and first thing I noticed was that her fans weren't working properly. Her fans would literally turn on, well, fan, it's not fans, it's only one. Her fan would turn off about 10 to 15 seconds and turn right back off. It wouldn't stay on consistently, and that's when it gets hot. That's when it's on AC. AC's on. Anything that was going on that needs to have the fan running, it didn't run properly, and it wouldn't run long enough to cool the car down, thus leading to overheating issues. Now, she's never overheated the car. Every time it got above normal operating range, she would pull over, let the car cool down, and continue on with her day. But who wants to keep doing that? Nobody that owns a car wants to deal with that. So I start looking in the forums and, Googling and YouTube videos, and everybody's saying, yeah, check the relays, check the fuses and all that stuff. And of course, all that stuff checks out. That's the low and that's the high, low, high, and a fuse. And I flip the relays just to see if it works. Of course, I hear clicking. I know it's getting power. I even flipped it with another relay that's the same as these, just to make sure the part numbers are the same. Still works. That's the starter relay. So everything worked. I knew it was working. It was getting power. The fan was getting power. It was getting 12 volts, but the issue was that when it runs on low, it runs at half the voltage. Well, not even half. It just runs at a lower voltage. I'm not exactly sure what voltage it runs at, but it doesn't run at a full 12 volts, 12, 13 volts. There's a resistor, which is this right here, and if that goes bad, then your low side won't work at all. And that's what was happening. So I replaced the resistor, and voila, boom, works again. I tested the old one just to see. This is the old one right here. Yeah, you can look at it and just tell that this thing's been through a lot. So I tested it with my voltmeter, the two terminals across. There was no continuity between the two, so I knew this thing was dead. Of course, the new one had continuity. Put it in there, started up, ran it for a few minutes, and voila, the car was working perfectly fine. Fans running at low speed, high speed would kick on at a certain point. It even cleared the check engine light on its own. There was a check engine light on for circuit 2, something with the fan, basically saying that the low speed for the fan wasn't working properly, and I didn't even have to use my code reader to clear the code out. And it cleared itself. So if you guys are having that same issue, then I hope this fixes it, because a lot of people that tend to have issues with these fans, it's usually people have issues with the fan constantly running. Well, that's not the issue I was having here. That's usually a common issue with these cars. The fan consistently runs or it doesn't work at all. And sometimes it's just the fan altogether is bad. You just replace the fan. Sometimes it's the fuse or relay, but most of the time, if this is bad, then more than likely the low speed is not working, and you're having issues with your car cooling off with the fan working only on high. And for some reason, when high only works, it doesn't allow the fan to stay running on high to cool the car down. It senses an issue with the electrical system, and then it just basically shuts the whole fan off altogether, which I don't know why they didn't make a fail-safe for high speed to work if the low speed stops working, or even vice versa, if the high speed stops working for the low speed to continue to work, because I mean, you still need the car to cool down. Why shut it down if one speed still works? At least something's better than nothing. But hey, I guess they got to make money one way or somehow, right? So I hope this video helped anybody that was having the same issue. Hopefully this helped. Hope you guys have a good one.